What's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Let's let this cutscene play out here for you guys.
The murders. The clear-out job on the station. All signs point to Taylor's team being compromised.
We served alongside these people for 5 years.
We know them. They wouldn't just flip. It's the Immortals. Killing style even says so.
Taylor, Immortals, either way. They took the station's data drives. Once we recover them, the security feeds will tell us for sure.
Hendricks, you've got contacts here. Can you get us close to the Goes?
There's a dealer that works with them. Danny Lee. He's a shifty little bastard, but he's well connected.
Use your charm to get us in. Once we're close, Kane will be able to track the drives.
Alright then, since the dialogue is over, or not, never mind.
Stronger. Singapore Armed Forces, CIA, no one will touch us.
You still relying on enforcers like Jay Zhang?
Jay Zhang. Nobody's seen him in years. Never mind about Jay fucking Zhang. Why should I be interested in your shitty robots?
These are the finest robotics available. Code Black.
Don't care about black, Hendricks. Care about green. You might not know this, but Singapore dollar ain't what it used to be. Hey, bring my friends another round. Who would have thought, right? One downtown building explodes and everything falls into chaos and anarchy.
Come on, Danny. Look, how far we go back, huh? I know what happened here. The whole sordid history of the Q-Zone.
Fool! You shame us in front of our guests!
Come on, Danny, relax. Look, we're just here to make a deal. You know that the Winslow Accord, they have the finest combat tech available, right?
Winslow Accord? Winslow Accord don't mean shit inside the Q-Zone. Where were they when so many died? When the SAF abandoned us and built the damn wall?
I need more time to locate the data drives.
You know who was there? The 54 Immortals. They built something out of chaos. They took this park and rerouted the solar power from the super trees. If not for the Immortals, we wouldn't even have electricity in this shithole. They gave us hope when there was none.
Yeah. With the backing of the CDP, this port's now at the heart of their covert arms smuggling.
I don't know who you are, but let me tell you something. When your old friends desert you, you have to make new ones. Let's see what your robots can do, Hendricks. Maybe we can work something out.
That's all we ask.
Is it now?
Go Min, go Shulam. This is unexpected. I did not know you'd make an appearance.
And we did not know the Winslow Accord Special Forces would make one either.
Hold on, man. Whatever you think you heard wrong. We're not looking for trouble. We're free agents.
Do not insult me with your lies. You and your kind have killed many of our people. This cannot be forgiven!
Do you think we do not know why you are here?
You've been made, Hendricks. What's the call?
Now!
Plan B?
Plan B. Kane, initiate secondary protocol, Echo 2.
I thought you and Danny Lee were friends.
Yeah, so did I.
Robot squad, active.
Alright then, y'all.
I don't
We got some actual gameplay right here. So, in Call of Duty news, Black Ops 2 Remastered is coming out in real life, if y'all haven't heard. Yeah, that's just a little running joke in the, the COD community, just the gaming community in general. But, yeah, I guess there's this guy that looks like the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 antagonist, and he's like going on the news and stuff and dissing Israel. And since Modern Warfare kind of predicted the nuke, some people are claiming that Black Ops 2 is gonna happen in real life. Because the thing with the other two Modern Warfare games and then Black Ops 1 is just that they are both based on true stories. So people are saying that Call of Duty is really happening, I guess. Is it really that far-fetched, y'all? Is it really that far-fetched? I mean, the two guys look exactly alike. If you go ahead and Google it, I'm sure you can find the pictures of the guys. But this guy that came on the news, he was dissing Israel because of the war going on with Israel and I think Palestine. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with geography, but I guess Palestine is what it's called. So Israel and Palestine in their war. And I guess this guy looks insanely similar to the BO2 antagonist. But yeah, I will say this episode here, y'all, was around 57 minutes long. It's now 36 after going in and editing it. After the edits, it's 36. Again, after all the edits and stuff are done, it is now 36. I guess in more Call of Duty news, the other day, I have this, like, global news class, where we kind of just go over, like, global issues and stuff, and, the topic for, like, this Monday, the topic for this Monday was, video game violence, and I get, my teacher, he's, like, a huge gamer. He was geeking out over Call of Duty the whole time. First, he told us he thinks the new ones suck, and that he's still gonna buy Modern Warfare 3 regardless. And then, we started getting into some of the games that caused the ESRB ratings. And obviously Mortal Kombat was mentioned. That was the game that kind of caused the ESRB ratings. That's why you see the M rating, the T14 rating, that stuff. But we had mentioned the Modern Warfare 2 cutscene where you take part in an assassination of innocent civilians while
Heads up. Got 54
going undercover as a spy in Russian territory. So seeing that made me want to play Modern Warfare 2 Remastered so much more than I already did. I will unfortunately say that whenever the Modern Warfare campaign, when the Modern Warfare Let's Play comes out, I will most likely be doing the, just the version I can access easiest, which is not going to be the remastered version, unless my capture card comes in, 3 more days. I did order another capture card, so Switch Let's Plays should be coming anytime soon, and, Wii U Let's Plays as well as Xbox One Let's Plays should be coming anytime soon here, y'all. Anytime soon we should be getting some, Wii U, Xbox One, and Switch Let's Plays. Which I'm very excited to start getting into some of the newer Nintendo stuff, because anytime I do a Nintendo Let's Play, it's something really old that, like, impacted gaming or something. I want to play something new where we can see that impact. And I can talk about, how this was influenced by, like, Breath of the Wild, how Breath of the Wild was influenced by, like, Ocarina of Time or something. I want to start getting into some of the newer Nintendo stuff here on the channel. Because I have a whole Switch collection over there, y'all. A whole Switch collection just waiting to be played, as well as a bunch of non-exclusive Nintendo games that I really just do not want to waste my money on over again for, for either PlayStation or Xbox. Thing is, with the Switch, I will actually have to end up waiting just because of the fact that I don't have a Switch right now. It's broke. Completely broke. I have a Switch Lite that will not work with my capture card. So, y'all are gonna have to wait till Christmas. Till then, we can start getting into some of the Wii games I own, as well as some of the Wii U games I own, which is still a decent amount of content in all fairness. You guys could get like 3D World and stuff. You know, a lot of games that I really have wanted to do for a while. Because again, I need to start getting into some of the newer Nintendo stuff here on the channel. But yeah, another thing with that, you know, that video game violence lesson we had in school. First of all, I got to geek out the whole class. I might be the biggest gamer in the class. I even told my teacher beforehand, you know, if there's anything John Marston in here, I'm gonna get up and start walking around the room saying, "It's John Marston, Micah." He didn't mind. He didn't mind. And he had mentioned that when he was younger, he was in Mortal Kombat. And he started showing us like some fatalities from the original Mortal Kombat. And to those, everyone was like, "Ooh." So then he's like, "Oh, you think that's bad? Let me pull up what kids are playing nowadays." And then he pulled up the new Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 1. And all the girls in the class, of course, they're like, "Ooh, it's so realistic. Why is it like that?" You know, me, the first fatality he played, I was like, "Dang, Christmas gonna go crazy. We got 2 months." And then he played another one. And I literally got up mid-class and shouted, "Mortal Kombat!" Oh, man. He might be the most chill teacher in the school. See, at my old school, any teacher would be chill like that. And then this school, he might be the only one that genuinely is like laughing at something like that and not telling me to sit down. I get it. He don't want to lose his job, but I don't want to lose my personality. Yeah, despite the fact, y'all, that I'm like maybe the biggest nerd ever, I am pretty social, in all honesty. Yeah, I know I sound like a major nerd. I have a YouTube channel, so that just solidifies it. But I'm pretty social, in all honesty. And that's the thing, I used to not be social. It was terrible. Anyone out there that like is struggling with like social anxiety or something, because I know I used to. All I gotta say for you, man, is just I'm sorry for you, because people think it is so easy. It's not. If you don't kind of place yourself in those groups when you're younger to begin with, and you know, if you don't grow with those people as a wee lad, you know, it's so much harder to just randomly jump in and start being social. And that's what I had to do. I had to just kind of learn to talk to not new people, but people who I had known for years and had already had their judgments about me. So, definitely, in my opinion, way harder when you gotta do it that way. Way harder when you gotta do it that way. 100% all. If you can find new people to meet, you know, whether through like a church or something, whether through after-school activities, you know, at like clubs or whatever. If you can do that, even better, because you can find people who have the same interests as you. You can find people who aren't necessarily already judging you based on their perspective of you throughout the last, like, you know, however many years. Because that's pretty much, I kind of had to just jump in with all these people that already had their known, already had their judgments based on me, and just start liking them. Oh man. Yeah, again.
The robot should be able to get that door open.
I'm sorry for anyone who has to deal with social anxiety. I really, it used to be really bad for me, and I'm just glad that the Lord has healed me. I wish the best on anyone who struggles with social anxiety.
We don't have the firepower to fight these things. It's heavily armored, but it's not bulletproof. Your weapons will bring it down.
That's right, y'all. we are going to get a lot of like mini bosses in this game, and there is like one major boss towards the end. I know, I talk about this game as if I'm almost complete with it, and I'm not nearly complete with it. But yeah, in other Call of Duty news, nudes, I said nudes, didn't I? In other Call of Duty news, Modern Warfare 3, as in the Modern Warfare 3. I cannot talk today. The Modern Warfare 3 remake is coming out soon. And when I say soon, I mean very soon. I think it comes out actually tomorrow. It's like this week or next week. I don't know. I don't keep track of when the new Call of Duty game comes out. I'd have something marked on my calendar for every month. For all the expansions and everything. Call of Duty gets crazy with their updates and their new games and whatnot. I only buy the games that do end up having campaigns. So that's why I'm going to tend to stay away from, you know, some games like Black Ops 4, which I know doesn't have a campaign necessarily. As much as I would love to get some online multiplayer content on the channel, I don't think I'm going to do any COD Mobile videos, just because a lot of my COD Mobile matches tend to be the same thing. I just win. They throw me in a server with a bunch of bots and I win. Either that, or they start throwing those streamers and all that at me. It's either all the bots that are way too easy, or all the streamers and stuff, or the hackers and whatnot that are way too hard. Oh man. When the new one comes out, and I hopefully get it, I will hopefully start doing some Warzone content. Because Call of Duty is something that I've wanted to stream for a long time, 100%. Now, I don't necessarily do a lot of online gaming, unless it's like Mortal Kombat or Injustice or something. Speaking of Mortal Kombat and Injustice, I know I had mentioned Mortal Kombat. The Injustice Let's Play is actually going to be next. The next one to start up, now that Ghost of Tsushima is over. That's going to be one of the next ones that comes up in all these voiceovers and stuff that I'm doing.
Biodome rooftop above Cloud Mountain. VTOL wings up on package confirmation.
Okay, where now, Kane?
Not necessarily right away. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more Arkham Knight and Black Ops 3 voiceovers out of the way. But since Ghost of Tsushima is over, I do have less to worry about now, and I can move on to other things. Injustice is definitely one of the ones that's coming up sooner. Yeah, I was kind of stuck here, y'all. It was looking pretty impossible right here. And guess what? Guess what? I pushed through. I pushed through that. Oh, I can't wait till y'all see like near the end of this game. Obviously that's not gonna be for a while with all the editing that has to happen in these, but near the end of this game, I got like a glitch. Like not necessarily a glitch, it was a bug with the game that ended up helping me out more than harming me, where there was this like slow motion cutscene, and then after the cutscene, the game in itself would not stop, going slow motion. And because of that, I was able to kind of look around my surroundings, look where I could go. You guys will see later on in the freaking Let's Play how I used it to my advantage, the bug that was happening. Eventually, I moved on to the next level because the cutscenes were screwed up. So when I ended the video off, because the next cutscene was also in slow motion because of that bug. But when I had ended the video off, I ended up closing out the game. And unfortunately, I had to play the rest of it normally. Oh man, it was so freaking helpful too. It worked in my favor. You would think it ended up killing me or something. No, it worked in my favor. Bugging out like that. That's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, in terms of other channel news, we have I'm trying to think here. I just started Man of Medan. Super Smash Bros. Brawl has 3 more episodes at most coming out. 3 more episodes at most, 2 of which are already filmed, 1 of which I still need to go through and film and probably edit because Taboo is hard as hell. So, yeah, be prepared for the ending of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Obviously, we are ending a lot more than we're starting right now. And I'm super proud of myself, y'all. I tend to not end Let's Plays off as, as much as I start them. I should have edited that out right there. But, yeah. I do tend to end them off more than I start the... Or I do tend to, start new Let's Plays more than I end them off. So... To end a couple of the ones that have been going on for a while off, like I just ended Ocarina of Time, I just ended The Last of Us Part 2, again just ended Ghost of Tsushima, both Ocarina of Time and Ghost of Tsushima. Those have been going on for literally 9 months. 9 months, y'all. And with DBZ2, the best I can say to y'all is just kind of hold off on it for now. That is another one that I started like a really long time ago, probably also like 9 months ago at the earliest with that one.
Started decrypting the drives. They're uploading directly
the best I
to a
can
public
say is
server.
I'm
Every
not
single piece of intel
done
on
with
those
it.
drives will go
I'm not
straight to
dropping
the
it
CDP.
just because I know at some point I will get back into the game. It's just I have not had the chance to yet with all these voiceovers and all the editing that needs done with them. Alright, I will go ahead and let this play out here for you guys.
Kane, we're locked out of the command console. Options.
It's a biometric reader. Scan her hand.
User authenticated. Awaiting secondary input.
Secondary input? The fuck is that?
Heads up. Reinforcements moving on your position.
The 2 inputs got to be interchangeable between each sibling.
Can't be serious.
We're out of time and options.
User authenticated. Good afternoon, Mother Go. Please hold hand for secondary input.
Okay, Hendrix. Interface with the console. I need you to use your DNI as a conduit for the transfer.
Say what?
Trust me, okay? We need to perform an accelerated upload and wipe of everything on those drives. Just like we did when we wiped the Black Station data at the dock.
Better not mess up my brain, Kane.
I won't. But you may not like what you see.
Hendrix, you okay?
He's fine.
Another we are back with the gameplay here. Yeah, another one that we are going to be starting up is A Link to the Past. We just ended Ocarina of Time, already starting up with the new Zelda content, y'all. So definitely be prepared for as much Zelda content as possible. Man, as much as I want to play the original Legend of Zelda as well. Oh, the editing on that is gonna go so hard, y'all. It's gonna be so hard. The editing is gonna be so freaking. It's gonna take forever. Every episode, every dungeon, especially. Oh. The editing in any episode for both the original Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2: Adventure of Link. Any episode that I need to edit for that is going to be absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Because those games are notorious for being hard as hell, and for great reason. I just gotta throw that out there for great reason, y'all. They are notorious for the difficulty for absolutely great reason. There is nothing easy about those games. The open world in Zelda 1 definitely does not help, because it is obviously, it's a 2D game. It's much harder to like manage the open world than with a full-on 3D game like Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild, the whole thing with that was bringing it back to its roots, making it more exploration-based, and you know, an exploration is rewarded type gameplay rather than, you know, exploration is required. Because, you know, any other Zelda game, it's like it's a fairly linear puzzle experience where obviously exploration is kind of the whole gimmick with it. With Link to the Past, you have to explore. You have to know where to go. You have to unlock dungeons with key. You know, it's pretty linear. Ocarina of Time definitely solidified that type of gameplay style. Now, NES Zelda, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different story. One of the hardest games ever, and I hear, unfortunately, that the sequel is only harder. I can't get past Dungeon 6 on the freaking first one. And yeah, I do have a lot of recordings up and ready for it. It's just a matter of getting those recordings uploaded to YouTube after edit, because you know they're all recorded at like different angles and stuff. You know, because the emulator I use, I pretty much freaking just screen record straight from my school Chromebook, because you know that's when I play it is in school if I have free time, and everything is recorded at different angles. Also, I have no real way to send it to my freaking computer, or I'm sorry, my phone. But when I do eventually send those to my phone and manage to get them nice and uploaded securely, you know, that is probably when I will just start that. I don't even mind the, I'm sure you guys don't mind the freaking save state usage, because anybody else who has played the game past like the 80s probably also uses save states on it. And I hear, unfortunately, again, that the second one is even harder, which is absolutely going to suck, because this might be one of the hardest games I've ever played. I had to literally like load up save states right in between freaking, like I have to defeat one enemy in a room for a dungeon and just load up the same save state. You know, then I use another one right after. At least with this stuff, you guys know it's genuine. You know, like the Ocarina of Time Let's Play, I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple things in there that were difficult. I probably use the save state at the start of every dungeon and after every dungeon, as well as any ending points for the episodes. So not nearly as much as I am with the original Legend of Zelda. Like I said, it's constant. It's constant save states with this game, y'all. It's constant save states. Like, I was starting to run out of storage with how many save states I used.
Job done. Now get the hell out of there. We'll review
I
that
played
data when you get
Contra
back to the
on
safe
my
house.
phone and used less save states. And you would think that the game be easier on like a Chromebook, where it's just a couple buttons you have to worry about. You know, playing it on the phone, you gotta worry about the whole like.
We got incoming.
Like you gotta worry about all the different.
Brace for impact.
The different buttons, and you know it could possibly zoom in and out for you. Playing it on a Chromebook, you have like 2-3 buttons to worry about. Your sword, your special, and then just moving around. You would think it'd be easy, and it's not. I had over 200 save states. I actually had to go through and delete some.
Keep going. Just
You know, some of the minor ones that I just took, you know, made right in the middle of dungeons. I had to go through and delete some, and that's before, or even right in the middle of Dungeon 6. I had around 257.
Let's get the hell out
somewhere
of here.
around there. And I had to go through and delete some. The only dungeon that I managed to get to that game, like genuinely, without save states, was Dungeon 1. I think that goes without explanation. You know, I did do Dungeon 6 before Dungeon 5 though. So hopefully Dungeon 5 is at least semi-easy. Because I went up to where you get the iron, you know, whatever you use to unlock the next, you know, the shortcut to Dungeon 5. And then while up there, I just decided to get Dungeon 6 out of there first, since I figured it would be as hard, you know, as hard or harder. And I hope it's, you know, harder, not in a way that I enjoy the difficulty, but in a way that I don't want Dungeon 5 to be any harder than it has to be. Because Dungeon 6 is too much already. Way too much. I guarantee I would not be struggling as much though if I already had some keys. That's a major part of it for me, is that I am trying to just get some extra keys. Because with Zelda 1, obviously, you can use keys from any dungeon, you know, like you get a key in Dungeon 1, you can use that key all the way up in Dungeon 9. That game doesn't care about that. You know, you don't have specific keys in specific dungeons and stuff. You can also buy keys, which is really neat. If I can like buy some keys when I get to like Dungeon 8, I am definitely going to need to. Especially in like Dungeon 7 when they start introducing the like multiple floors and stuff, and then you have 2 layouts that you're following the whole time. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! That is gonna suck. Dungeon 7 is gonna suck. I honestly, like I said, I might go ahead, go out of my way, and buy some keys. I can't get through Dungeon 6 without, you know, barely getting out of it alive. I'm gonna have to. We are coming up on the end of this here. I'm not sure exactly how far we are into it. I know this was like a 36-minute long video I had mentioned. And that was after the edits, keep in mind. This was 57 minutes at first. 57 minutes of failed attempts. All the cuts you've been seeing throughout the episode, those are after my failed attempts. So I'm not as good as I look. Sorry. And I don't look good in the first place. Crazy story, my car broke down to death. I was stuck in the Walmart parking lot for 4 hours. The first 2 hours, my mother, who was driving the car, she just kind of sat there hoping to God that the car would work. And then we had some random guy come up to us. The first hour is whenever we were sitting there. The second hour, the random guy came up to us. He's like, "Oh man, I used to have one of those back in the day. We had a 2002 model." And, you know, he tried helping us out with it. You know, nothing worked. It's getting towed. It's gonna cost like $2,000 right before Christmas too. Looks like I ain't getting that new Switch. That is pretty much all I want though, is a new Switch, a new phone, which I offered to do the monthly payments on, as well as a workout bench. I already, because my church already has a workout bench, and they have the dumbbells and stuff for it, so. But, yeah. If I can get one, you know, personally for home, because the one at my church, they require you to have an adult in the room, which means I barely get to use it. If I can have one at home, I can get buff anytime I want, any day of the week. Any day of the week, baby.
Let's go.
I'm kind of built like a linebacker, where I have like the big shoulders and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, like I look fat, but I do have muscle on the outside. Or I'm sorry, on the inside. On the outside is all the fat. That's where the blubber's at, is on the outside. The inside, I do have muscle. Kind of like how a linebacker is built. I've been told I could play football if I was a linebacker. I've been told that I could play for my school. My new school has an absolutely terrible football team. The school I used to go to before they changed the bus route, you know, I live right on the border between 2 different schools. The one I used to go to, I've been going my whole life, and you know they couldn't send the bus for me this one. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But I've been told by people both at my new school and my old school that I could be a linebacker. So I guess we're gonna go with it. As much as I'm not sure.
Hey, do you want to dead these pieces of shit, Hendrix? I didn't think so.
I mean, hell, in all honesty, I don't even know how to play football. Anytime I'm chilling playing football with the homies, I'm just kind of running with the ball, hoping to God I don't do something wrong. And if I do something wrong, they always call me out on it. They're like, "No, I can't get past the ball." And I'm like, "Dang, dude, I didn't know."
You okay, Hendricks?
It's like I said, I'm like the nerdiest guy
Yeah.
ever. I'm like the
Never better.
nerdiest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Nerdiest
Hey, you
motherfucker
think
you'll
Kane's
ever meet.
right?
Honestly.
You think Taylor's team killed our people? Hendricks, what'd you see?
I'm normal enough
saw
to where that's
bullshit.
not all I talk about.
That's what I saw.
But if I'm like real close with you, that's all you're gonna hear about is like Mortal Kombat or something. Or if we have the same interests in the slightest, that's all you're gonna hear about is like Mortal Kombat or something. Like the way I talk to these YouTube videos is the way I talk to the homies that like you know we have like the same interests and stuff. Anybody else, I'm smart enough to not annoy them with my bullshit. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode, y'all. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And until the next one, y'all, peace out.